Hey guys, and welcome back to another F1 2021 My Team video. It is season 2, race 11 of 20, and it is the Dutch Grand Prix, the Grand Prix we had recently on the real F1 calendar. We're heading on into the Dutch Grand Prix today. Hopefully we can get some good results like last time. If you guys haven't caught up with the series yet, make sure you go down into the description down below for a whole playlist of all the F1 2021 My Team videos since season 1, so that you can catch up to where we are now. It's been a stunning series so far, so you don't want to miss out on the previous episodes. Please be sure to check up on them, and let's move on to the video today. Just wanted to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that subscribe button down below is pressed and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified when the next video goes live. You don't want to miss out on future episodes of this series, as we're having a stunning, fabulous time. So please be sure to be subscribed to join this community that we're trying to grow here. We're trying to hit 50 subscribers by the end of the month, so please help us out, help the channel out, and also get to enjoy this content that you're watching here. Thank you guys for stopping by today. Thank you for subscribing, and let's move on to the Dutch Grand Prix. The durability department has an event for us, so let's head in.
Unfortunately, we need you to step in and make an executive decision here.
Development conflict. The head of durability department and Coulthard have had a difference of opinion in which the direction we should take development next. Both parties have raised some good points to back up their argument. Who do you think ought to have a responsibility here? I mean, it's a matter of focus. I'm surely going to pick the driver. Stop bickering like little children. Let's get to work.
I appreciate you taking the time to help out.
Alright, so let's move on. Alright, so our driver contract expires in 7 days, so that means in the next episode we are going to have to reorganize our driver situation. So we have to see if we have enough money to sign David Coulthard. Currently we set at around $11 million, so we should be good to sign him again. Maybe we might look at other options, question mark, but that'll be settled in the next episode, so you have that to look forward to. But before that, let's head on into the R&D aspect of things. We got an upgrade in the chassis department. The brake disc width upgrade came through, so the braking should be an improvement as we head into Zandvoort. Of course, it's going to be a lot of tire wear on that circuit. I mean, we need to upgrade our specs here, like our facility specs. So there aren't that many upgrades we can do. Calipers seem to be a good one to do, so let's try to get this in before the Italian Monza Grand Prix, and then let's see if we can get some durability elements through. I think electrical systems, control electronics could do with some upgrading, so we can do the failure analysis here. Either way, it's going to come before the Sochi Grand Prix, so I'm going to do it the standard way so that we minimize the risk of losing it. And before we go, let's take a look. We are below McLaren, so Ferrari and McLaren are back up there. Ferrari overtaking Red Bull, so they must have gotten insane upgrades in the past couple of days. So if you guys see here at the end of the, or before the Belgian Grand Prix, Red Bull and Mercedes were ahead by a mile, but then Ferrari has broken through, so they must be in between that gap between Mercedes and Red Bull. McLaren have fallen a little, but they are still ahead of us. So we are still stuck being behind the McLaren team regarding performance. So hopefully our upgrades come through before the Zandvoort circuit. I don't think I'm going to invest anything just yet because we need to save up for a driver. So we do overtake McLaren just before the start of the Dutch Grand Prix. If you guys take a look here, we are just ahead of McLaren, so I think we're almost on par regarding our performances. Diffuser redesigned layout has come through, which is the aerodynamics upgrade, so that is good to see. This one, okay, this one has come through. Interesting. And we have unlocked a bunch of other downforce work. So yeah, without further ado, let's go into race weekend and see what we can do. High cash balance, that's fine. So let's head on into the Dutch Grand Prix weekend. Welcome to qualifying, and okay, we have a cooling system fault, so that is perfect to repair while I do my intro into the qualifying session, of course. So the practice sessions were very solid, and There was one thing that I really struggled on, and that was the qualifying pace program. It seems like the AI has some unbelievable pace during some of the corners here. And yeah, I'll show you guys later when we do the race itself or something. There are moments where the AI are just a lot faster. They have so much more grip and downforce during those turns that I can't even keep up. It's physically impossible to keep up with them during those corners. But I think I can make up for lost time during the other corners that I'm quite solid at. So here we go. Practice sessions were the usual. We had the track acclimatization, qualifying pace, and race strategy practice programs for us, and I finished them all during the first practice program, first two actually, because I didn't do the qualifying pace until the second practice session. So yeah, the first two I did easily. Track acclimatization was straightforward, just that I messed around with the setup a little, because the setup that we usually run, if you guys haven't watched my weekly event video on the Zandvoort race, you guys can check that out in the description as well, or at the end of this video maybe. But yeah, you guys can check that out on my channel, because we used a preset, the preset 3 or preset 2. But when I tried it on this car, the My Team car, there's so much understeer with the car that I couldn't keep up with the delta, so that was unfortunate, and therefore I had to revert back to the custom setup that we got from Time Trial that didn't work during the weekly event. So it must be that the different cars end up with different setups. So for my team, I used the time trial setup, and that was overall much more stable, and I did get my track acclimatization and race strategy done. Race strategy also done in the wets. There was slight rain falling from the sky, but the softs were like literally on the cusp of being the better tire compared to the inters. So I tried to complete it, and I successfully did despite the slippery conditions. So yeah, that was overall a kind of shaky but also a good experience to drive in less grip. And then FP1, I think I finished around 21, 20, P20, somewhere around there. David Coulthard getting P2, by the way, quite impressive from him. And then FP2 was all about qualifying pace. I got the standard development boosts stuff done, but I couldn't get the time. I just couldn't get the time. I think the best was a 108 or something that I did in FP3, but overall I couldn't get it somewhere near the competitive time that we expected. David Coulthard and myself getting around the midfield, P11, P12, P13 area. P14 I think was the lowest I've gotten during the qualifying pace program on the softs. So yeah, it's not looking good for us for qualifying. Maybe we can improve on it. I hope I can, and it is time. Time to show us what we can really do. Time to show the crowd what we can really do. So let's take a look. Weather seems to be just overcast during qualifying session here. We're gonna let time fly a bit, and then we're gonna head out. Not gonna make the same mistake as last time, get some damage, and then have to resort to giving up on a lap. So let's go out early, set a time, and then maybe just after one lap we should be done. I think we'll see how competitive we are first. Vehicle condition?
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Alright, coming around the final banked turn here. Not the greatest lap. We're gonna go straight into another lap here. Yep, we're last on the grid. 4 tenths, 4.5 tenths improved. Still last, somehow. Yeah, a lot competitive, a lot more competitive. 7 tenths faster, and that's only P19. Look at that. Not quite sure how that worked out. Is that the best we can do? I don't know. Turn to garage quickly. Ah, that's it. Body repair. That's gotta be it, surely. Yep, that's it. Can't do anything else. P20. Ay, ay, ay. This is a shambles. This is struggle in Zandvoort. Valtteri Bottas with the fastest lap time, 105.9. 106.150 is Lando Norris, and Sergio Perez right behind him. David Coulthard makes it through in P10, and we are way off the pace in P21, 108.116. But you know, we are all about making a difference during the race itself. So let's see what we can do from P21.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside at races across Europe and throughout the world. Now at long last, they have a Grand Prix to call their own. It's a warm welcome once again to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left. The main straight is 678 metres long and heads into turn 1, the Tarzan corner. With DRS down the main straight into the braking zone, that could be the best overtaking opportunity on the track. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really put a lot of energy through them, they'll be the ones that are better off.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo and Norris, Perez, David Coulthard, Giovinazzi and Esteban Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Vettel, Pierre Gasly and Verstappen, Russell, Stroll, Nicholas Latifi and Kimi Raikkonen, Aitken, the captain, Mazepin and Yuki Tsunoda. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
It's all down to strategy in order to score some points today. So let's take a look at our strategy, of course. Soft to hards. Can I personalize this? Yeah, soft to mediums is a possibility. Now, can I do mediums to softs? Yes, I can. Extend the life of the mediums, but I don't think it's necessary considering that the mediums are going to be the much softer compound compared to the hards. So we're still going to be quite competitive on the mediums at the end of the race. So let's do that. Drop it by a couple grams or so. So let's get going. Start race. Here we go from P20. Let's see what we can do. Lights out and away we go. Soft compound tires are superior on this track. Crashing left, right, and center. We slide on through and around the outside of everyone. Oh, P15. Let's use some juice to get ahead. Yes, ahead of Russell on the hards. Gasly up ahead. Can we get a dive in? Dive it on the inside. Yes, we can, of Gasly. Alright, Schumacher, you're next. Oh. Nice. Around the outside of Schumacher. I know the AI lifts up on that banking. They don't need to, but they do. So that's another possession gained. We're up into P13. Verstappen and Ocon just ahead. Gotta make the most of this soft compound tire stint. Look at that grip. Downforce and grip is insane around there. Yeah, this sector 2 is impossible to keep up with the AI. So I gotta get the move done on the first sector and third sector. I think I can get Ocon here. He's gonna lift up again. Nah, he didn't lift up as much as I expected. And we can go on the outside of the Alpine.
Within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Moves done. Vettel and Verstappen ahead. Come on. DRS on Vettel. Patience, Sue. Patience. Here we go. DRS on Vettel. ERS engaged. Switch. And we get the job done. There's a yellow flag. Is that something happening behind us? A retirement? I think it might be a retirement of some kind. Oh, Sebastian Vettel's out.
They're retiring from the race.
Guess he pushed the cart a little too much. Okay, so soft compound tire runners are running out of grip. We're going a little further on these softs. Hamilton is just up ahead on his new tire. Alright, time to pit. Let's go. There we go, just in time into the pits. Whew, quite an impressive lap. Couple laps. Here we go, onto the mediums.
Exit
2.5.
Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Cross the white line, whatever. P12 was a lot better than I expected. So that was a good exit. Oh, Nicholas Latifi's out of the session. Does that trigger a safety car? No, it does not. We're chasing down Giovinazzi, 1.6 seconds. Driver behind.
Ricardo is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:8.7.
Alright, catching Giovinazzi, but Ricardo is also catching us, so that's a bit of a problem. Purple sector 3s, by the way. I'm the holder of purple sector 3s. But when Ricardo's on softs, no way I can beat him. Oh, here comes Ricardo. Oh, he's going on the inside. Well defended. But that has cost us some time against the cars ahead. Although, trying to catch Giovinazzi has caught up with the other cars ahead. Whoa, okay, already we are overtaking a back marker. Thank you for DRS, by the way. Lance Stroll, thank you very much.
Some information on Schumacher. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Ooh, Schumacher's slow. But right now my focus is on Coulthard and Okay, DRS on Giovinazzi. We're getting very close to an overtake. Lap 30 now. 7 laps to go. Come on. I think a P8 is feasible right now.
The car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Come on. We're so close. We can literally see them. Right in front of us. Come on, full send on Giovinazzi. We're almost at the end of the Grand Prix. Oh my god. How can he take that flat out? Can someone explain that to me? Can I get this move done now? Went dive with it. Went deep with it. But we got the move done. Coulthard's next. I could get PA from him. Final lap. It's unbelievable how much grip they have in Sector 2. I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can overtake David Coulthard. He's just way too fast because of that added downforce. Plus my tires are gone, I think. Come on. Let's get a nice clean lap in. Charles Leclerc wins the Grand Prix. %50 wear. Unbelievable. That's a lot of damage. Overall though, did quite well to sustain. To climb the steps from P20 all the way to P9. Yeah, that was a good race. Oh, Giovinazzi's coming, but I should get P9. Let's go.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Well, that is something new. Leclerc and Sainz on the podium. It was always Verstappen, Bottas and Hamilton, but now it's something else. Or Lando Norris and Ricciardo sometimes, but Ferrari pushing through and getting a podium, double podium actually. And of course Lewis Hamilton in P3.
Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to the captain. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern day Formula 1.
So, what a result for Ferrari and what a result overall. It seems a little scripted if you take a look at who is where. But anyway, here's the results. Charles Leclerc, Sainz and Hamilton on the podium. Bottas, Norris, Perez, Verstappen, Coulthard, myself and Giovinazzi on the points positions. Ocon, Gasly, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Russell, Mazepin, Aitken, Schumacher, Raikkonen, Stroll round out the finishers with Latifi and Vettel not finishing the race today. Again, this is the most weird top 11 that I've ever seen. Almost everyone, like each driver pair, finished next to each other. But anyway, let's take a look at the standings quickly. We drop a bit. Lando Norris getting ahead of us because he had a good day today. We only scored 2 points. David Coulthard scored 4, I believe, so he should be moving up too. He's on 8 points ahead of Russell, which is good to see. Constructor standings wise, we are down bad. We're in P5 now. Ferrari having a maximum points day today, so they get 136 points to their name so far. Getting P4 from us, we are in P5 with 110 points, 167 point gap to Red Bull, who are the leaders at this time. 20 point gap to Mercedes, by the way, so that is a fight worth watching. And there we have it, the Dutch Grand Prix is now done and dusted, round 11. So we are going to go into driver negotiations, so we'll see if we want to sign David Coulthard again for another half of the season, so the rest of the season. But yeah, starting P20 was not on the plans, but we had to deal with it. It seems like we get performance anxiety during qualifying, and when we go into the race itself, we outperform everyone. Marvelous race, by the way. Great move early stages in order to get us into the top half. The soft stint was overall very important. A lot of people starting on the hards and then moving on to mediums or softs, I think, and it was very important to make the most out of our soft compound tires. And then the medium stint came through with some success. We were able to overtake Giovinazzi after like 10-12 laps, which was way overdue, and we couldn't get David Coulthard. It's unbelievable how much grip and downforce the AI has during the fast like right-hander in sector 2, and it's unbelievable how much grip they have. I couldn't catch up with them. I couldn't keep up with them. So yeah, that's where I lost most of my time, I think. So moving on to the next Grand Prix, which is Italian Monza Grand Prix. Monza is another circuit we're strong at, so I'm hoping to have a good result there, a stronger, better performance in qualifying and the race itself. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, use the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified when the next video goes live. F1 2021, my team will continue on the channel, so please be sure to be subscribed so you're notified when the next video goes live in the series. Once again, I hope you're doing well. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and until the next video of mine, please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time.